Boom! What's up, you guys? It's Royce Jacob, and welcome back to the channel. C3 AI Inc. is probably one of the most hyped stocks of 2023, and it's also a stock that we can thank for some pretty life-changing gains earlier this year over Waves Capital. But, unfortunately, as many of you already know, these past couple of months have been rough. Ever since that last major rally we saw in mid-June, we have been in a consistent downtrend. Of course, there have been some ups and downs, but for the most part, it's been down. Okay, we're definitely a lot lower than we were at the end of this midsummer rally. But I'm here today to talk to you guys, as if it isn't clear by the chart in front of us, that I'm still bullish on this stock. And I do still think we will get another wave prior to the end of the year. And, hopefully it's a textbook wave 2 and or tsunami, as some of us may call it. Okay. So this video, you guys, we're going to get straight to the point. If you don't know what C3 AI Inc. is, then you should probably just go look at their website or go watch one of my older videos. It's crazy. It's been almost a year since we started covering it here on the channel. But go watch one of those, you guys. We're keeping it strictly technical today. I want to break down some of these targets that I want to make very clear are objectively optimistic. I am an optimist when it comes to C3 AI. Okay, but that's because I don't believe the hype waves are over. I do believe that the artificial intelligence movement is still really, as far as the long game is concerned, in its early innings, is in the early stages. And given recent progress made by OpenAI with the new chatgpt features, given just Nvidia's conquest, I think AI, C3 AI, obviously, ticker symbol AI, will make a comeback over the months ahead, over the holiday season. And I want to break down some of the steps I see potentially panning out on this next wave up into the new year. Okay, so that's the video, you guys. Before we get into it, please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today. Show it to a friend if they like C3 AI or just AI in general, want to invest in AI. And let me know in the comments, have you guys been trading AI? I know we have over Waves Capital, but have you been trading it? Have you been investing in it? And, are you ready for the months ahead of us? Because I know I'm ready to ride some waves. I do have some celebration at hand for existing members of Waves Capital. We'll cover this in a little bit. Okay, let's cover these first couple of price targets first. As always, I shouldn't say as always, but in proper fashion, as far as these longer term time horizon videos or analyses are concerned, it's probably best to kick it off with the short term, right? Okay, so as far as the short term is concerned, we're on daily candles, but we'll just leave it there for the purposes of these longer term targets. Anyway, as far as the short term is concerned, C3 is in a short term descending channel. Okay, once again, we have been in this medium to long-term descending channel, with this yellow line right here being the line of resistance on that channel, and this red line being the line of support on that channel. Okay, we've held above this line of support pretty well over the past month or so, which is promising. And considering we've held this line of support so well, I do think that a test of resistance on this channel, again, this yellow line right here, is in order. I mean, the sooner the better, of course, but is in order, I'll say, within the next 30 days from the date of recording this video. It's October 11th, okay? So I do think that this will happen fairly quickly upon a break of this line of short-term resistance right here, okay? Many are going to be looking at that. You guys know I don't like doing that. I don't like using candle wicks. I like using candle closures. So I'll consider this line of resistance, and I do think it's coming up pretty quick, okay? For the purposes of a breakout, though, I will use this, and I will say that if C3 before the 20th of October, so within the next week or so, can break above $30, then I think that a move up to $36 to $37, we'll just call it $36.50, is in order by the end of the month, by November 1st, okay? This would nicely intersect with the prior untested low back here from mid-July, and of course that line of resistance that I just talked about, okay? That is my first target. Again, the sooner the better. For full transparency, I do have some C3 AI Inc. calls. I'll just slide down right here, not give in too much away here. But did profit some of these puppies yesterday. This is yesterday's newsletter. Actually got rid of this entire Weight Watchers call position this morning. Replaced it with a new one, but I mean, that thing printed for us. I think we like 4x that Weight Watchers position. C3 doing really well. Yesterday, at least. Today, we were flat, but just for full transparency, I currently do hold some October 20th contracts for C3 AI Inc. Those are very risky. I want to make that very, very clear. Anything that expires in definitely less than 3 weeks, I'd consider high risk and pretty speculative. But that's my job as a trader. That's what I do. And obviously, I wouldn't have that position on the table if I didn't think there was return potential. So the sooner the better. I do think C3 I wouldn't be surprised if by this Friday, it's Wednesday, comes up to the $30 region to test this line of short-term resistance. Again, upon a breakout, I do think the $36 to $37 region will follow by November 1st. Okay. So from there, where can we go from there? If the momentum really starts picking up, if the markets and growth assets, growth stocks, risk assets start to make a real comeback over the month ahead into the holiday season, which again is historically strong for markets, everyone's happier, everyone's spending money. I know times are hard for a lot of people out there. Probably for everybody, even those well-to-do is harder. I know times have been harder over the course of this summer, for sure in the markets. And, if the bulls do retake the reins, if the bullas do really retake control as we progress through the holiday season, I do think it's possible that by November 17th, hey, there might be a hint as to some other options contracts as well. If we can see by November 17th a retest of this broken line of support right here. Now, I know this is an interesting line of support, okay? This was the prior ascending channel. We can actually draw this too because this line might come into play as well if this channel is reclaimed. This was an ascending channel that lasted over the course of July, okay? So from early July into early August. Once this was broken, that's when we really saw a sell-off to the lower end of this longer-term descending channel, okay? So I do think the line of support that was broken on this temporary ascending channel will come into play as new resistance. Yes, prior support, new resistance, prior resistance, new support. You guys know the drill. I do think that could come into play. Let's bring in some price ranges here. If we do see that by November 17th, that's just over a month out from today, that would result in an 85% climb from current levels, okay? That may sound like a lot, but keep in mind, you guys, this is C3. Let's just see what's on the on our screen right now. From May 3rd to June 15th, so 45 days, C3 managed to climb almost 200%. So if you don't think it's possible, just remember, we just saw it earlier this year. It absolutely is, okay? So that is going to be my next target, is the broken line of support that has not yet been retested as a new resistance. Finally, if things get real exciting, I'll justify this after I shout out Waves Capital, you guys. If you want the daily newsletter that I just featured, if you want to join the winning team, if you want to, as I always say, learn how to be a trader, learn from my successes and failures. I don't want to tell you exactly what to do. I know some of you will probably do that. That's all right, to each their own. But I want to teach you the base principles and best practices in being a trader and being an investor, and how to make it a sustainable, maybe not career, but even a little side gig or a little supplementary income to what you're already doing. Because for many of you, that's probably what it is, and that's awesome. But I want to teach you best practices. I really want to teach you with these newsletters. And of course, with those newsletters, you do still get the complete breakdown of literally my entire personal portfolio, okay, which is updated daily, and then the newsletters complement that. So first link in the description is where you'll find this. My programs, of course. From there, you go to my complete portfolio and daily newsletter. You get everything that this box here entails for the price of $15 a month, which, I mean, compared to some of the other stuff that I was taking in my early days of trading, is so cheap, but that's kind of the point. I want this to be accessible. $40 for every 3 months. Even try it for, no one did this back when I was learning almost a decade ago now, when I first bought some courses and stuff. 7-day free trial. Try it free for 7 days. If you don't like it, just peace out. Just unsubscribe. That's perfectly fine. But honestly, I really don't see that much at all. from the free trials that I do see, or from all of the free trials that come in. I see very, very little unsubscriptions, which I take a lot of pride in, to be honest. But just give it a shot for free. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. But you guys, I trust you'll like this. And again, that's why I do a free trial, is because I'm confident in the product I provide. So first link in the description below the like button once again. If you do join, welcome to the winning team. And if not, no worries at all. I do appreciate you watching this video. Okay, let's close out with that Christmas price target, you guys, right before the new year, right before 2024, if best comes to best. I'll say this is extremely optimistic, but this is AI. This is hype. I want to make it very clear that if we do reach my overall long-term target of $75, then that would be driven by hype and media, and absolutely not fundamentals. It's going to be difficult to just justify the valuation of C3 AI at $75 unless they get acquired for, unless they get acquired for a market cap equivalent to a $75 share price. But this is very optimistic, and I want to make that very clear one more time. But I'm an optimist. So if C3 AI Inc. by Christmas time can test the top line of resistance on this massive megaphone channel, boom, beautiful megaphone channel. I would call this the line of support on that channel. If C3 AI can test the top line of resistance, which is this blue or cyan line right here, by the new year, that would lead us to a $75+ C3 AI Inc. share price. Okay. So again, this is objectively optimistic, but I'm an optimistic guy, and I do think that more waves are coming. If you do as well, I look forward to riding them with you, and I look forward to what the holiday season has in store for us over at Waves Capital. So I appreciate you guys watching, and again, I'll catch you in the comments to talk about C3 or any other AI stocks you want to talk about, any stock for that matter. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace. And for the purposes of the short, of course, for my short editor, if you do want to catch the full version of this video, then check out my YouTube channel, Royce Jacob. Peace.